Hey guys, this is Dom from Pie for Life Games here, and I'm with Miri, who just got 13th place at the Detroit Regional with 364 players after 9 rounds. So how are you feeling today after that, Miri?
Pretty stoked. This is my first placing, so I actually get to go to Nats with an invite, which is nice. This is my second regional ever because I started right when COVID hit. So
Awesome.
it feels pretty dope.
All right, and what deck did you play today?
I played Adamancipator plus Prank DPE.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get to your deck profile.
Alright, so the spells are not a lot, but I feel like they're pretty important. So 3 signs. Signs is not once per turn. Another sign. Or if I end up getting stuck and going second, I can reborn their DPE or something else. 3 small world. That one is mandatory for the deck. I'll show why here in a second. Called by, in case you get ashed or anything like that. It's just called by really needs to be at 3. I miss it. And then 2 droplets in case we lose the die roll. It's super useful, and the 2 doesn't matter when you're playing 44 anyway. So that's all the spells.
Okay.
Scythe, not banned. I'll play it. Destiny Hero package, I only play the 1 spell because I don't want to see any of these in hand. I just want to hard make it with Preda normally, so 1 spell is enough. 2 nibs, these are the only hand traps I play. Some in the side, but otherwise this is the only thing I play, and it's because of Small World. 1 Plague Spreader Zombie because it's the best help target to come back out and put one of these guys back on the deck if it's in your hand. 3 Parallel Exceeds, go into the links pretty early on if I need to, and then 2 of those guys makes a granite, so I can just keep going on to rocks. There are also winds, so we do like to see those engrave as well. The Prank package is literally 3 Roxies and a Lampsies. I know some people play the one that gains life points instead. I won with Lampsies in game today, so I vote for this one. And then the 3 rocks are level 4 rocks. They can be searched off of Small World. It's just they're the best version, and you don't want any other pranks. 2 Crystal Dragite, you always get the draw off of it. If you don't use it, you can still signs it back and then stack and then draw, so it's even more powerful, but only 2, you don't want to brick. 2 Dokis, again, you want to hit that off of something, you don't want to start with it. 3 Quackies, they are the big boy in the deck. They prevent nib, and that's what they do. You try to get them as soon as possible to prevent that. Supplier, anytime a rock goes to grave, it comes out. It chain blocked a lot today, which was nice. Chain blocked the Hulk. Parallel Exceed chain blocked the Hulk, so that was dope because they both summon from hand, which can't be ashed. 1 Xeno Guitar, it's a weird card, but it works. It takes a card in grave, puts it back in your hand, and put any card in hand back on top of the deck. So pretty much restack for excavating. And then obviously 3 of our Adamancipator people. So that's the main deck.
Anything that you would change in the main deck at all?
I sided out Parallel Exceed a lot, only to add more stuff from the side. The only thing I might cut was Monster Reborn. I never saw it, so clearly it didn't matter. And then that would get this down to 43 instead of 44. But other than that, it's a solid build.
Okay. All right, and then you can do side or extra, whichever you want to do first.
I'll do extra first. So, mandatory, granite, that's your searcher. Just the 2, never use Doodle Doo's effect. It's hilarious when you normal a prank kid and you go into Meow Meow and then you go into Doodle and then you don't use Doodle. And they're like, wait, what are you doing? And they just go on rocks. Almirage isn't used a lot, but if you got Parallel Exceed in hand and you got something, you want that. So, it's also a fire. Hulk, Dagda for the Scythe block. IP, it's the only thing that I'm kind of iffy on, but it did come up a lot to go into Appaloosa or access code with IP, so it can't just get destroyed if you end up having to go to the next turn and you can't OTK. And then obviously DPE package, and then all 3 of the synchros. Leo Knight was kind of boss boy today. If I had the Fire Engrave off of Almirage with the pranks, then I could just get another Quacky Guardian during their turn, so pretty great with that. And then Crystal Wing, because it is not a super poly target.
Alright. Anything in the extra deck you'd change at all?
These 2, they're the biggest iffy ones. Almirage is nice if you do end up having Parallel and then you can go into it, but I still wish I had Underworld Goddess today, because it actually would have won me one of the games that I lost.
Gotcha.
And then side deck, part of it's pretty tight, the rest of it I'll probably change. Going second, just want to clear everything off pretty much. If they're playing back row, then Evenly Cyclone instead of Evenly Dark Ruler. Going first, the only thing I side in and take something out is Anti-Spell Fragrance for various obvious reasons. And then 3 Joel, mostly for the Flunder matchup. They did work today, and they are a small world target, funnily enough, so you can search it and then use it. But I only used this once today, and I never saw it, so that'd be the one that I'd probably change. I don't really know what I'd change it for, though.
Okay.
Maybe Mystic Mine. Everyone's kind of doing that.
Yeah. All right. Any notable matches at all from today?
Played a Salad Brave player who was playing a lot of interesting trap cards. Let's say like level 6 monsters and higher can't use their effects. So I had to do a lot of weird workarounds to get into enough to kill them, and then I ended up burning for time with Lampsies game 3. So did that. Otherwise, I 2-0'd a lot of people, even with the die roll loss, so that was pretty nice.
Awesome. All right, any shout-outs that you want to give?
Yes, everyone from the Fort Wayne area who's helped me get here, they've been awesome. All my friends who drove with us, Duran, Alex, Santi, Justin, everyone who drove here today, and the fact that pretty much all of them decided to drop early on because they already had their invites and they had to stay for my ass. So.
All right. Well, congratulations again on your invite, and congratulations again 13th. It's a good accomplishment with Adamancipator. Then thank you again for the deck profile. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you please leave a like, subscribe for more future competitive Yu-Gi-Oh content, and we'll see you in the next video.